Hello, welcome to the channel. Uh, Today I'm making something in Tinkercad, and I really want to highlight how easy it is if you just follow a couple of basic rules here. This is an image I created. I teach fifth grade. I'm going to use this as a reward for the students. So I get oh, there I am erasing it. So there you go. Bring it back. I'm going to make the outline, the height I want it to be, and then I'm going to replicate it. And then I'm going to pull in the silhouette. This is a great trick because when you make it a silhouette, it fills in most of this. Because I do this for 3D printing, it's going to fill a lot of the background for me ahead of time. And I usually like to make it, I'm going to shrink right now down to about 2 millimeter less than what the outline is. And then I'm going to use the alignment tool. And it's so great. You just click those little buttons and then all of a sudden, boop, it's perfect. I love that aspect of it. I also made a mistake here. I thought I liked the circle underneath the mouth, and I realized I didn't. So I made a couple mistakes in this video. I used the negative space and I put on cruise because I figured I could just take it off the silhouette, but you'll see in a second, actually it didn't work because it still looked like it might bleed through. So I put that over there. So future reference, it's probably would have been smarter for me to remove the silhouette and just do it from where it was, then bring it back. But the good news is there's also a tip there. You want to make sure your negative space is on a flat surface, so it starts at 0. I've made that mistake many times. It makes it much easier. So I'm get rid of the circle. That's gone now. Now I'm putting in the eye white. I like to do this the second tallest layer because I print on a A1 bamboo or bamboo mini. I have both printers. But since I do it in layers, I don't have the fancy AMS. I like the white to be the top because it really makes the eyes pop when it's all done and printed. So I stood there. I'm moving around a lot. You'll see I'm checking to make sure. And now I'm going to fill in all this rice. I think it was 60 pieces I put together. I'm going to save you some time. I'm not going to show you every step. But what I'm doing right now is I'm zooming in and zooming out to make sure none of the white bleeds over the outline because that will make a print fail or it'll just won't look very good. So I think that's probably piece 50 or 60 right there. I'm just going to go ahead and figure that out. And I'm moving around it. I'm holding the mouse scroll bar, and that lets me kind of zoom around where I want to be. So I get that just about where I want it to be. And I find in Tinkercad, the best trick you can have is zoom in, zoom out. It's kind of annoying, but it makes sure you see and you can do exactly what you're trying to do without making as many mistakes. You'll still make mistakes. I do. Or hopefully you don't, but I do. But it definitely helps me make less mistakes. The next step I'm going to do is I'm going to try to figure out the one part to the left. I know that's going to be salmon. And I was thinking, I don't eat sushi really, but I know that people like it with wasabi. So I'm thinking about a color for wasabi as I'm doing this. And I'm thinking about what else can make a pop. So I think I went with carrots, wasabi, and salmon. You'll notice the colors will change. I just started with something, and I always do that. I start with one idea, and then I try to figure it out. Now, all the different colors I'm doing are all zero point 0.4 millimeters difference in height. So if you're using like a bamboo printer, that makes it much easier when you're slicing it to change the colors if you do 0.4 millimeter. I also changed the movement on the bottom. It doesn't show here, but I changed it to 0.01. So that way while I'm moving it, it's very precise versus 1. It moves too much. So right now I'm just going to do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm also going to click shift and I'm going to merge those two pieces. So that way if I make any change, I can't tell you how many times I did a print and I forgot to change a layer and all of a sudden it goes to the printer and it doesn't work because I made a mistake. So I always merge them together. So that way they're all the same color pieces of the same height, or at least theoretically they all are. So right there, I'm just zooming it. Oh, kind of skipped ahead a little bit there. There's the colors I chose. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to kind of make the colors a little bit better. I think that looks more like salmon, and I'm going to fix that wasabi color real fast. But just to show you, like, Tinkercad's fun. You can do so much with a little bit of imagination and not that much skill. And there's the before and the after. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.